I like the new, well, not new look, but
It's old again, but I mean, the past week of wrestling made me just pull my hair out. I mean, Raw just making me pull my hair out.
yeah.
Speaking of Raw, Shaquille O'Neal, the host next week. Cleveland represent. OH.
I don't like Cleveland.
All right, new segment called the Great Debate. I don't have any other name for it.
This is like equivalent to John McCain versus Barack Hussein Obama.
Am I Barack because I'm bald?
You are Barack because I don't like him at all.
Okay, I thought it was bald. My phone's been off. Oh, well. Actually, wait. It's Shu Kunisaki. Okay, anyway, he's not important. It's the first topic. It's old ECW versus new ECW. Take old ECW and kick it off.
All right. Now, all you hardcore fans out there, you know the old ECW was the quintessence of extreme.
Quintessence.
That's a word.
Okay.
Look it up.
All right.
The quintessence of extreme. You know, you had Tommy Dreamer, the innovator of violence. You had Taz and, you know, Eddie Guerrero, even though for not very long. Chris Jericho and, you know, a whole bunch of superstars got their start in old ECW. But that's not the main thing here. Old ECW was extreme, just the perfect amount of extreme. Not like CZW, which is
Oh God, I
very
hate that.
hard.
I can't watch that.
Combat Zone Wrestling.
My lines are off again.
You might want to check it out, you might not. It's kind of,
Gory.
it's gory, to say the least. But, you know, yes, old ECW had amazing talent. I mean, so, I'm going to go with old ECW on this one as being the better version of entertainment. Because, I mean, new ECW.
Yeah, let me start here. When ECW got bought out, Vince McMahon bought it. And he changed it to a WWE. He just kept the name ECW to build up the one-night stand pay-per-views.
Mhm.
I mean, what else you can name? You have Raw and SmackDown. I mean, you can't think of another name. She's stupid.
Superstars.
That's old, though. That was in the 90s.
Yeah, I know.
They brought that
They
back.
have it now.
I know, they brought it back. Anyway, the old ECW was going for one, core demographic, when this ECW is, the more, wide-range demographic.
But they've lost that old demographic.
That's true. The new ECW, though, it's giving the young stars the talent. Shelton Benjamin got built up. Zack Ryder is getting built up in ECW. Jack Swagger, who is now on Raw. Mark Henry got a second run because of ECW.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the new ECW had its pros,
And CM Punk.
and CM Punk, who's now the World Heavyweight Champion twice.
That's right.
And John Morrison. And The Miz.
And that's right.
I mean, it's a way to build up your young stars and keep them on TV. But
And Yoshitatsu.
Yoshitatsu's from New Japan, though. He was a star in New Japan.
Yeah, but not in the United States of America.
God bless America. Stars and Stripes. All right. But, I mean, the new ECW, it's not as good, I'll say that. But it's a good stepping stone.
Indeed it is, JR.
All right, let's move on to one I actually really like. Who's the better franchise player, Triple H or Ric Flair?
You know, I'm going with Triple H on this one. Don't get me wrong, I love Ric Flair. You know, the Nature Boy. You gotta love Ric Flair.
Woo!
I don't care who you are, Ric Flair is the man. But, better franchise player? How many different franchises has Ric Flair been a part of?
NWA.
AWA?
Yeah. Kind of. Maybe. No, that's probably not.
He was in AWA.
Oh, was he? Okay, well. AWA, NWA, WCW, and WWE.
And what has Triple H been in?
WWE.
WWE. That's a franchise player.
Well, he was
right
WCW too for a little bit as jobber. As
there. Just
Jean-Paul
a
Levesque.
tiny bit, yeah. A tiny little bit. He is French, by the way.
Yeah. But the thing is, Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion.
Yes, but look how old he is. He's like, what, 104? Triple H is what,
40.
40? I was thinking about 40. And he has 13 World Heavyweight Championships under his belt, all from WWE, yes.
Yes.
And he's 40, which it took, I mean, when did Ric Flair win his last title? How old was he?
Probably 50.
Probably 50. Triple H is at his prime right now, if you ask me.
Well, the thing is that Ric Flair, when wrestling in the 80s and the 90s was so huge, Ric Flair was the top guy. Ric Flair was the guy, competing with Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Triple H competing with? I mean,
Randy
AJ Styles, but AJ Styles doesn't have TNA all the way up there yet.
That's true.
And Ric Flair, wherever he goes, the whole world watches.
True.
Ric Flair makes the wrestling world go round
But
and round.
has he been in any movies?
I think so. Maybe. Actually, his action figure was in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Look it up. It's there.
Yeah. Triple H has been in Blade 3.
He wasn't that good, though. But he was in there.
Yeah, but he was in it.
I know, he was in there. We'll call it a draw.
Anyway, Triple H is at his prime, I think, and 3 more championships to tie Ric Flair. I think he can do it.
I think
Within the
he'll
next-
pass him.
He'll probably pass him within the next year or so, if you ask me, if John Cena doesn't screw it up for him.
Fucking John Cena. We'll call it a draw. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Alright, moving on to Divas and Knockouts. Who's better?
You know, this is really hard because you got the Divas with the looks.
Hoo-hoo-hoo!
No one's going to argue that the Divas are hotter than the Knockouts.
The beautiful people are hot, though.
The beautiful
And
people...
Taylor Wilde's like that athletic kind of hot.
Yeah, the beautiful people are indeed
Beautiful
beautiful.
people.
But no one's going to compete with the likes of Kelly Kelly
Woo! Kelly, they
Maurice.
named her twice.
because she was so good.
Oh, I know.
And you know, the Divas all the way. They got the looks. They got, you know...
I mean, they've got some athletic wrestlers like Kelly Kelly. I mean, they had Trish Stratus and, Victoria and Lita, who are all gone. The athletic women that can wrestle are in TNA. The beautiful people. Taylor Wilde, who is incredible. Daphne, who is completely disturbing when she wrestles.
And
That's Sarita girl.
Sarita is good. I've seen some
She
of
is
her old
sick.
videos.
She is
You
so
know, she's
sick.
only been in TNA for, 2 weeks, but she's
She is
good.
incredible.
But there's one knockout that just
Don't
takes my
say
heart.
it.
She takes my heart.
Don't say it.
You know, I dream about her sometimes.
I want to know.
That is Awesome Kong. I love her.
Bound for Glory, 2006. Watch the Knockout Gauntlet and look for the wardrobe malfunction. I call it a wardrobe malfunction in that match, and it has to be Awesome Kong. All right. So we're gonna agree: Divas hotter, Knockouts better wrestlers.
I think we can agree on that.
And if they all had sex together and made super women, oh God, what a world! What a world we
What
live
a
in.
world we would live in.
Our final debate topic for this week: which secondary promotion was better, WCW or TNA?
You know, I like them both, but I'm gonna have to go with TNA. Not just because they're more modern and whatever and whatnot, but their fans are very, very devoted.
I'm one of them.
So am I.
Impact Zone. If you've never been there, go there. It's so crazy.
It is. I have heard stories from him. But, you know, the TNA fans are amazing. That would even maybe almost come close to rivaling the old ECW fans, which is hard to do.
It is hard to do.
And TNA fans even dislike WWE. Like I was watching Impact the other night, and I saw a sign that says WWE sucks and whatnot. So I'm gonna go with TNA because they have amazing talent. Amazing talent.
They do.
You know, the writers are maybe not as good as
The writers,
WWE's,
Vince Russo.
but the talent, you know, they got it where it counts.
WCW, though, is the same way. I mean, they revolutionized the sport. They brought in the cruiserweights, to mainstream United States television.
Yeah.
They brought the NWO, which they turned Hulk Hogan heel. They took the biggest babyface in the history of professional wrestling and just turned him around. In 1998 when they had Goldberg and the NWO and Sting and Hogan, they were on top of the world.
Yep.
Then they fucked it up. So I'm going to say, I want to defend WCW as much as I can, but I may give the win to TNA because WCW fucked it up. All right, guys. We debated for about 10 minutes, so you know what that means? We got one thing left to do. It's answer your questions, the best part of the show, part 4 of the video, coming up in about, whenever you click the next link. So, yeah, he wants you to watch. He wants you to watch. You better.